Hi Spirit Fam, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do an October spread. I want to see what the angels, the ascended masters, what Spirit has to tell us, what we can look forward to this month. So for those of you that are new, my name is Eileen. I'm an intuitive angel guide, an advisor, and an intuitive coach. I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. So be sure that you subscribe. Please give us a like. It truly does help our content. Comment down below and be sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I release new content, which is every Monday and every Wednesday. Also, stay tuned. In October, I will be releasing at least a minimum of 2 to 3 times a week. Most of my loadings and my uploads will be released on Mondays, and I'm changing my Wednesdays to Thursdays. Also, for those of you inquiring, I do offer private one-on-one readings. Please look down in the description box. That will give you more information on what I'm offering. And I'm now offering more than just one day on private readings. So let's get into today's video. All right, everyone, let's go ahead. I have and get into the message for this week, or this month, I should say, because I'm really asking the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, I'm asking Spirit to really come forward and let us know what we need to be aware of this coming month, in the month of October. Now, I do want to let you know that within this first week of October, actually on Thursday, we are going to have a full moon. And this month is going to be particularly special because we are going to have 2 full moons in the month of October. Now, I do want to let you know that I will be releasing a video full moon energy. So please stay tuned for that. So as you all know, I have pre-shuffled. I will be drawing, I will be using tarot, and I will also be using oracle cards today. So let's go ahead and get started and see what the month of October is going to bring into our awareness this month. So as you all know, this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everyone. So I ask that you take with you what you want from this reading, and leave the rest behind, okay? You know, the angels, all of my readings, in fact, come across as messages for the collective. So it is one of the reasons why I say it's so important for you to listen to every piece. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. That just means that message is not for you. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. That is my motto. So I'm going to get all of these cards out first. We want these two. Okay, this is interesting. We're going to get all of the cards out, and at the end, we're going to draw some oracle cards because I really like to see what the oracle messages represent. As you know, every month when I do these reads, I do a 9-card draw. That is how I normally do all my readings because it really gives me a full overview of what we expect, what is within our current awareness, and where we are moving to. So it really gives me an overview of not only an overview for the collective of the past energy, the present energy, and the future energy, but it also gives me a very good idea of where you are mentally, where you are physically, like where the energy is resonating in your body, and then where you are spiritually. So that is how my 9-card spread actually works. All right, so we need 3 more. And then we are going to get right into it. I can already tell you guys, this is going to be really good for the month of October, especially since we have 2 full moons this month. We have one on October 1st, and then we have another one on October 31st, which is Halloween, which is quite interesting because we have it on the first day of the month and then the last day of the month, which is awesome if you ask me. You know, for those of you that are not aware, a full moon is really about releasing. It's about letting go of the things that either are not working for you, don't really fit well, or the things that you just primarily need to let go because it's no longer serving you. It's no longer helping you, right? It's no longer serving its purpose in your life. And the full moon is really about releasing, letting go, stop resisting, be in the flow, and allow things to just take place the way that they should. All right, one more, and then we are going to get right into it. Yep, and I can already tell this is truly about moving in a new direction. Really listening to what are the things that you're wanting to create in your life. Are you wanting that? Are you wanting something different for yourself? And it looks like some of you in the present moment are truly connecting spiritually and intuitive. Yes, and you're wanting something different. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so first up, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Swords really speaks to me about moving away. You're moving away from the things that are either no longer serving you. You're sort of turning your back on things that aren't bringing you any happiness. You know, the one thing I like about this card is if you notice, if you look at her face right here really shows you that she is very discontented. She's not happy in any way. And it's sort of a hard decision that it looks like she made in order to move away. What I love is that these crows represent spirit, right? So spirit is moving her in a new direction, in a new way. So what this really speaks to me in regards to the collective is that, you know, at the beginning of October, which we have a full moon on October 1st, it's really about releasing. It's about letting go. So this is really wanting to bring into your awareness that maybe it's time that you really take a really long, hard look. Really look at the things that are in your life. Are they bringing you joy? Are they making you happy? Do you truly feel fulfillment with them? Because if you don't, then Spirit is really asking you to really evaluate that and let that go. Move into a new direction. Be willing to let go of something in order to create something new or to bring something new in. And the reason I say this is because the next card that we have is the World, right? So with the world really speaks about the closure. It really speaks about closing the loop, really rising above every situation, every experience, every part of your journey is really about you start at one end and you move to another. You know, I really love that we have the World right here, right after the Six of Swords, because when you combine both of these together, the Six of Swords is really wanting you to evaluate, right? And so when you evaluate, it's really about the beginning of a phase. It is the phase of really making note. It's almost like you're keeping tabs of the things that sort of weighing them out on a scale, right? You're weighing them out to really trying to figure out, is this really something that I want to really, you know, is this something that I want to continue? And then we move into the World, which the World is really about fulfillment. It's about accomplishing something, and it's about recognizing that all of your hard work, everything that you've worked so hard for, is finally coming to fruition. It's coming into a point where you can actually look at it and say, man, I've been so successful. I've accomplished something I can actually bring in. I mean, look how happy she is. Look at her face on how excited and happy she is. This is what I love about this card, is that she truly is excited and happy, and she's rising above because she knows that despite the struggle that she went through, just despite all of the turmoil and everything that she went through, she's now at the epitome of having completed it, and now she's happy because now she's moving on, right? She's moving forward. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Now this, how I'm reading this is I'm reading this across, but I also read them up and down. So in your future, okay, we have the Eight of Swords, okay? And the Eight of Swords really talks about illusions. You know, what are the illusions? What are the things in your life that are making you feel bound, or they're making you feel stuck, or they're making you feel like you can't move and it isn't bringing you any joy? It's also about really willing to face facts. Are you really willing to look at every situation in your life? And are you willing to be completely and utterly honest with yourself and saying, you know, am I in this predicament, or am I in this situation because of my choosing, right? Because when you can see here, she's not even looking at the reflection in the mirror. How often do we really blame outside sources or other things about the situation that's going on in our life? How many times do we blame other things, outside things, or other people for the certain circumstances of our life, instead of truly looking at ourselves and saying, am I in this predicament, or am I here because I am unwilling to really look at the hard facts? Are you really willing to face the truth? You know, because the reflection here is, you can see that she has a blindfold on. So she's not really seeing things clearly. She's not really seeing things the way that they are. So this is really asking us to be very aware. Are you really being honest with yourself? Are you really observing from a place of truth? Are you connected to your inner truth? That is something that we really need to be aware of, you know, because if we're not willing to really see things for what they really are, then we can't move forward. We can't find the balance that we're needing to find. And it's interesting because so in our past, underneath the Six of Swords, we have Temperance, okay? What I love about this Temperance card is that not only does it speak about being in the flow, but it also talks about balance. Everything has a cycle. Everything moves at a certain speed, at a certain place, and it goes and it flows the way that it should for a specific purpose or a specific reason, okay? And when we look at this card, when I particularly look at this card, it's really asking me to really weigh options, really look, and instead of looking left or looking right, instead of looking at the past, instead of looking at the future, why not just be in the present moment? Really ask yourself, really be willing to see things for what they are, okay? Really see things for what they are and choose the middle road. Choose the middle path, because the middle path is what is going to balance you. It's what is going to keep you in the direction that you need to go to get you to where you want to be. And a lot of times when we go through turmoil or when we go through struggles, we tend to look at the past. And when we're off balance, it's because we're thinking too far ahead into the future. We're not really focusing on the here and now. And this Temperance is really wanting you to be aware of where you're spending the priority of your time mentally and physically. Are you mentally in the past, reliving certain situations, certain circumstances, and really bringing yourself physically into a distressed state? Or are you too busy focusing on the future, really trying to say, what if, instead of really focusing in on the here and now? The middle path is what is going to lead you, because when you stick to the present moment, it's going to lead you divinely and successfully to that place where you truly want to be. Because at the heart of our reading, we have the High Priestess. Now, we've had the High Priestess before in another read. And what the High Priestess really signifies is it signifies that you are truly connected to that inner part of you. You're connected to spirit. You're connected to source. You're utilizing your intuition to guide you and to lead you. And you're not concerned about the past. You're not concerned about the future. You're not concerned about good. You're not concerned about bad. You are just connected to you, to spirit. You're aligned in that most highest aspect of yourself. And it allows you to truly bring into your awareness how content you truly are in that moment, right? And then we have the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace often speaks about a new beginning, but what this signifies to me is clarity. It signifies to me that when you can truly connect to your own inner guidance, to your own intuition, it brings you so much clarity. It helps you see things for what they are. It helps you understand the circumstances, the situations, the relationships. It helps you see things from a much higher perspective. It's almost like you understand things that you've been trying to understand for years or maybe for a couple of months. When you can truly take time to connect with your inner self, your inner guidance, your inner intuition, you end up receiving all the answers that you're truly seeking. And it allows you to truly be interconnected and really know where your next step is going to be. You know, I think a lot of times we spend so much time worrying about what's the next step. Where am I going in my next venture? That we forget to live in the moment. And I will tell you honestly, for me, that is very much the case. Because I think a lot of times when we're busy really focusing in on our life, or when we are truly like trying to create something or build something, and we're really, excited about where our next adventure is going to be, we focus on trying to plan ahead instead of really focusing in on the present. Okay. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles. I love this because the Seven of Pentacles is really about you growing your dreams, your inspirations, your aspirations, ideas. You're really growing the seeds, the clarity. You're growing things that you truly want to bring into the physical. And the Seven of Pentacles is really about nurturing that. You have to remember that whatever it is that you're wanting to bring into your awareness, or the things that you're wanting to create in your own reality, you have to nurture them. You have to care for them. You have to create a balance. It's just like when you have a plant and you want it to grow. If you're trying to grow it into a big tree, you have to make sure that it gets enough sun. You have to make sure that it gets enough water. You have to feed it. You have to nurture it. You have to care for it. You have to make sure it doesn't get any bugs. And that is what the Seven of Pentacles is about. It's letting you know that you have all of this abundance right here that you've planted. These are the seeds that you have literally dug into the ground, and you're like, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm wanting to do. And they're starting to sprout. See how one of these is starting to sprout? You're starting to grow. And this growth is going to give you that fruit. It's going to give you all of the fruit from your hard work and everything that you've put in it. Okay. Which then moves us to the Eight of Cups. Now, what I love about this Eight of Cups is that you can see that this woman in the background is turned her back from this cup that she's put on fire, right? And she's walking away. What this truly signifies to me is that this woman is walking towards the sun. The sun is her happiness. The sun is what is bringing her the most joy. And this cup it was not fulfilling her. Whatever she had in this cup was not something that was making her happy. It wasn't bringing her joy. She was putting all of her energy and her sweat, her tears, her blood, everything into this. And it wasn't fulfilling her. It wasn't giving her what she was wanting. And she decided to let it go. She decided to say, I'm done. I'm moving towards my son. I'm moving towards the things that make me happy, that bring me the most joy. I'm no longer going to worry or concentrate my energy on something that is not fulfilling me. That is what the Eight of Cups is. It's really about facing a new direction, moving in the direction of the things that make you the happiest. You know, the sun in the tarot deck is truly the ultimate happiness card. And when I see this Eight of Cups and she has her back turned from this cup, that she is literally herself set on fire. And she said, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I no longer need this because I want this, because she wants the sun. She wants her happiness back, right? Which then moves us to the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands talks about recognizing. Now, what I love about this card, what this card speaks to me, is that this person right here is staring off into what is ahead. She's wishing, she's dreaming, you notice how there's one wand here in the background. That is her current wand. But now as she stares off through the window in the distance, she's looking towards something that makes her, something that she's dreamed about for a very long time, but maybe she's too afraid to do it. Maybe you have an ultimate dream that you yourself have been wanting to fulfill, but you're too scared to make that choice. What is it that is holding you back from allowing yourself to fulfill that dream? Maybe you've been wanting to take a trip. Maybe you've been wanting to take a cruise. Maybe you've been wanting to travel the world. Maybe you've been wanting to, sell your house and literally get in an RV and travel around the United States, or travel the world and see the world and do different things. Why are you preventing yourself from doing that? If that is truly your son, why are you preventing yourself from doing that? When I look at this reading as a whole, what I see is that spirit, our own inner guidance that is connected, truly wants us to be in harmony, wants us to be in balance, wants us to truly feel connected, and wants us to be happy. That is ultimately what Spirit wants for us. Spirit wants us to be happy, wants us to sort of feel as if we have it all. And in reality, we really do. You might not necessarily have everything that you want, but you have everything that you need. Spirit provides you that. When I look at this up and down, when I'm looking at the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is really stating to me that maybe you've gotten tired of the current situation that you're in. Maybe you're not really happy with where you are in life. And maybe you wish things could be different. Almost that you've sort of prayed, you've wished upon a star to sort of have, God or Spirit move you in a different direction. And all of a sudden, along comes an opportunity. Along comes a boat or a ship or something. Something happens where Spirit answers that call that you've made, or that request that you've made. And you've decided, I'm packing it all in. I'm moving in a new direction. It's time that I really choose the middle path. It's time that I find balance between the things that make me happy and the things that don't make me happy. Maybe I'm ready to really move forward in a different direction that brings me balance, that makes me feel as if I'm in balance, and brings me some form of comfort in a way. And it's also important that, when you've made that ultimate choice to move in a new direction, we have to remember that as we're walking our path, as we're walking the middle path, as we're moving forward in a new direction or in the direction that we want to go, we continue to ask God and Spirit to provide us with not only what we need, but what we want, the things that we're trying to manifest or bring forward, right? But we have to remember that it takes time. It takes patience, right? And God's response to that is the Seven of Pentacles, right? Maybe, just maybe, and I'm picking this up, so this is why I want to bring this. Maybe, just maybe, the current situation that you're in right here that has caused you so much heartache or that has made you feel so unfulfilled, maybe going through that experience and you wishing upon a star and hoping for something different planted your seeds of your hopes and your dreams and the desires that you were wanting. You did that. You created that for yourself. And now, as you walk your path, as you take that middle path, as you move forward in a new direction, it's now time that you nurture the seeds that you've planted. It's now time that you take care of yourself and that you nurture the things that you're truly wanting to bring into your awareness. And as you work the soil and as you really nurture those seeds that you're trying to bring, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new car, whether it's just something different, whatever it is, the more that you nurture it and the more that you see it grow, it's important that you create an equal balance, right? This is where temperance comes in, because temperance is really about patience, but it's also about balance. But I also look at it as give and take, right? I really view it as give and take. In order for us to truly manifest the things that we are desiring in our life, we have to be grateful for where we are. We have to come from a place of gratitude, because if we don't come from a place of gratitude, then the only thing we're truly focusing on is the lack of what we don't have. And the more that you focus on that, the more you bring that into your awareness. That is what tilling the soil means. That's what nurturing your seeds really means. It means that you have to really be consciously aware of where you're spending the majority of your time. What is your thinking process like? Are you really feeding the seeds to nurture them in a way to bring it into your awareness? Or are you killing them with your thoughts, right? And the more that you feed your seeds, the more it grows, right? And maybe the seed that you've really been wanting to create is a change in direction, a new beginning, something new, right? Which means that in order for you to walk through a new door, in order for you to create a new beginning, you have to close the door of the one you walk out of, right? That's what the world is. The world is about an ending. It's about the end of a cycle, the end of something that is not serving you, because you are rising to something bigger, something better, right? And when you close that door, when you walk through that door and you give yourself permission to live a different life, to be happy, you connect to your heart. You connect to that inner part of you. And by connecting to that is what brings into your awareness the things that you need to walk away from. Whether it's relationships, whether it's individuals, whether it's a job, it brings this into your awareness and it really makes you evaluate, is this cup truly making me happy? Or do I want more? Do I want the ultimate goal? Do I want the ultimateness, which is the sun? And when it brings that into your awareness, you look at it from a perspective of saying, I want more. I don't want what's in this cup because this cup isn't fulfilling me. I want what's in here. I want what's over here. And that's when you make that conscious choice to leave what no longer serves you and you move towards your ultimate happiness. And as you start going on that journey to that ultimate happiness, you sometimes have to face shadow. You have to face that darker aspect of yourself, the fears, the illusions that come up as you walk that new path, right? You're going to have to face those things and you're going to have to deal with those things. And sometimes you have to really ask yourself some really deep questions. Am I really seeing this for what it is? Am I really allowing myself to see things for what they really are? Or am I choosing to only see what I want to see and not what I need to see or not what's really there, right? And sometimes when you're facing this aspect, when you're really looking at it, it can be hard. It can be very difficult. But the moment that you release yourself from this bondage, the moment that you make the choice to get out of this situation that you're in, the moment that you decide you are worth something better, you come to a new clarity. You come to a new understanding. You come to a place of truly understanding the situation, why you went through it, and really understanding the purpose behind it all. That clarity alone opens up an avenue and a space for even more opportunity, something better, newer ideas, right? And when that happens, it gets you to that point where you start to dream. You start to dream about things that you might have never dreamed about. You start to really look out your window and you start dreaming of something that you might not have ever given yourself permission to dream about. Whether it was truly quitting your job and moving in a newer direction, or whether it's just traveling the world, taking time off. Whatever that might be, it gives you the clarity itself, gives you the opportunity to dream and to start dreaming, to start planning for what you're really wanting to bring. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some oracle cards. I love this spread for October because this means a lot to me, because what I have not shared with you guys is that I myself, this entire spread, and you saw me shuffle these cards and these cards popped out. This entire spread is a testament to what I have done in my own life. When you all see this video, I will have 1 week of work left in corporate America. I am leaving my corporate job and I am doing this. I am doing my coaching. I am doing my intuitive readings. This is what I'm doing full time. Because it's my son. It's what gives me the most joy. What I walked away from, this is my corporate job. It wasn't fulfilling me. It wasn't making me happy. Did it provide me with safety and security? Absolutely. But doing this is what makes me the happiest. Because I know that by doing what I love and what I'm passionate about, it's going to give me the safety and security that I need. So let's see what the angel answers have for us. All of the decks that I'm using today, I will link down below in the description box. So if you're interested, you can, hold on. Okay, I just quickly shuffled and these two fell out. You know me, I take jumpers from the pack. So this is what we got. We got big happy changes, okay? So this works really well for this spread, because what this big happy changes is when you truly look at doing the things that bring you the most joy, when you can truly look at it and do, I think the hardest part is truly walking away from the things that no longer serve you. That is ultimately the hardest. Now, this is a fairly new deck for me, so I'm going to read you what it says in the book. And then the other card we got was abundance. Now, I love that these two popped out when I was talking to you all about my choice to leave my corporate job and do this full time. I can tell you that I'm not afraid. And the reason I'm not afraid is because the angels and the ascended masters have shown me every single time the abundance that I'm going to be okay. All right, so abundance. What it says in the book is, okay, great abundance will find its way into your life. Your plans will yield prosperity, providing a sense of security about your future. The angels will be with you as you take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. Abundance is not always financial in nature. You may be seeking to manifest new ideas, a large circle of friends, vibrant health, or romantic love. This card can also reflect an inflow of any of these types of treasures into your life. Open your arms to heaven and receive with gratitude that which you desire. And then we got big happy changes. So big happy changes is big positive changes are coming into your life. You may find yourself on a new career path, entering a new relationship, or moving to a new home or city. Embrace these exciting events, knowing that your angels will be beside you all the way. What you are asking about may require you to take a leap of faith that may seem frightening or beyond your ability. Trust that the opportunities before you are meant to bring you happiness. These options would not have presented themselves unless you are ready for them. Release your fears and follow your heart. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you today. This is the message that the angels, the ascended masters, and spirit wanted you to know for this month of October. I thank you all so much for joining me today and for listening in on the message today. I truly do appreciate every single one of you. I would not be able to share this information without any of you. So for those of you that have subscribed, know that I truly love each and every single one of you. I send you all many blessings, much abundance, lots of love and safety and security. And for those of you that are not subscribed, but you're watching my channel, please know that I love and appreciate you as well. The angels always encourage me to provide this kind of information for you guys, and this because it's really my passion. It's what I love. I love to be able to inspire, motivate, and empower you to become the best version of yourself. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you have an amazing week. Namaste, guys.